Hey guys, welcome back to Harsh-Worded Tenderhearted. Today I'm telling a story time of my first acupuncture experience. I think a couple episodes ago I mentioned that I was injured.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Because I was like sitting on a heating pad or something. I am still injured. It is getting better. I can sit crisscross applesauce finally. But
Oh yeah.
I know, right?
Nice,
I'm still a
nice.
little bit sore. I'm not going to be able to sit like this for long, but I can get in it. But I injured my performance slash glute medius slash it was pressing on my sciatic nerve. But I injured my hip glute area. And it was my first injury, like muscle injury ever. Like I go to the gym and you pull a muscle, whatever,
Yeah.
but like I've never been
Like injured.
injured like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. To the point like now I have to retrain my turnout ? Like insane.
Yeah.
Especially on my better leg. This leg had the better natural turnout, and now naturally it keeps sickling in, isn't it? But it's been a journey because like the rehab of it all is just so mentally like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Especially as like an adult, like I'm 29 in a couple weeks. Like it's not like I'm a kid and I
Not
can
even
like,
in a couple of weeks. Literally next week.
oh yeah,
Next weekend.
Oh yeah, like a week tomorrow.
Yeah.
True. But this is also the first year that I've ever kind of like, I keep forgetting that I have a birthday. My friend the other day said, "What do you want for your birthday, by the way?" I said nothing. And then she
Yeah.
said, "No, like actually, like what do you want for your birthday?" I looked at her and I said, "A baby." And she goes, "Okay." I said, "So nothing."
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, okay. Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
That is fair.
Fair." So I'm just like not even thinking about it. Otherwise, I'll coma again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, whatever. I don't have a birthday this year. That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. It's fine.
We're filming on her birthday actually.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
tried to like
yeah.
book it up. Like better off though. I don't need a birthday this year. I'm like no, but especially like I think at the time of my life right now, like the things that I just have been going through and then my first injury. Like, are you kidding me? I was just getting back into dance. That's the thing that made me like love my physical body again.
Yeah.
Now I'm impaired doing it. But so the rehab of it all is really, really rough. But thankfully I have a great chiropractor that like understands he is also an athlete. Like he grew up very athletic. He as an
Yeah.
adult is athletic.
Still plays.
Yes.
Sports.
And he's like gym bro,
Yeah.
like form freak. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah. He takes it so seriously. He made it his career.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
It's his life. Ball his life.
exactly. And he's like understanding of doing getting injured while practicing a sport, and like the mental toll of it. So like that's easier. Like at least I don't have like an old chiropractor that's never played a sport in his
Yeah.
life, and he's just like, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like
That suck.
I know, but I don't even know. I was thinking, I'm like, So I used to dance all the time. This was my better leg. Like even when I wasn't like I train in my living room. Like it's not like I'm just like I do dance class stuff. Like I do competitive dance class stuff by myself in my living room just so I keep it in me.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it's a preventative so when I'm older, I'll be less flexible, I know that, and less mobile, but still past the average. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because so I'm trying to upkeep it. But I was like that, and then I laid in bed and took at most 50 steps for 3 months. So even like physically, never mind mentally, I was pregnant. My body was pregnant, going through the changes, made it to the end of my first trimester.
Yeah.
Miscarried, took a pole dancing class where I injured myself, then tried to build back up. I'm like, if I wasn't pregnant, even if I took a break and returned to, because pole dancing was very easy for me. I injured myself because I had my leg too high on a thing and I fell. And they let me do it twice again before they corrected me.
Oh.
And then they corrected me. They said, try with your leg a little bit lower. And it was perfect from then on.
Yeah.
So it was just like improper form the first couple times I did it, and I fell with my legs still up.
Oh,
Like my hip's
okay,
still hooked.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was too high to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm pushing out to thrust myself around with my hips.
Yeah.
So it just like overextended a couple times and then all my body weight fell. But if that, like if I wasn't pregnant and my body hadn't gone through that trauma, would I have gotten that injury?
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's lots of times where I've like taken breaks and stuff and trained
got
hard
back
again.
on the horse, yeah.
And I'm like, cool. I've never been injured. Like I'm so preventative of it with like my stretching and like stuff like that. And like it's so weird. I'm like, of course, right now I'd have my first injury ever doing something I've always done.
Oh, that's how. Aw.
I know.
Like that sucks.
I know. I was like, holy shit, man. Of course, but also emotionally post pregnancy. Yes. So since my chiropractor is so understanding of the fact that like mentally, I understand that I'm physically injured, but I would like this done as fast as possible, as safely as possible.
Yeah.
And I'm okay working through discomfort to get me there. So it's like he's okay pushing me a little bit more.
Yeah.
And he knows that I know my limits and stuff like that, but I do want to like fast track a little bit.
Yeah.
And agitate it a little bit more so that I'm back faster. So his solution was acupuncture.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, I've never done it before and he's never suggested it before, but this is something that like I actually, it's not like my back is sore. Like I actually cannot do my sport with my hip like this.
Yeah.
I cannot participate. I cannot condition. I cannot do it. So the acupuncture is more of like an immediate release so then I can keep building on it faster. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I would not recommend it to you if I didn't think it was exactly what you needed.
Okay, yeah.
Especially because I was a little bit nervous about it. So we booked the acupuncture.
Was it with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had said so of course it's my glute. And it's only my right butt cheek that would have had to been exposed. But my butt is exposed, right? Like my pants and my thong are half off. Yeah. So he's like, there is a female here if you're a little bit more comfortable. But I also have trust issues with every single person I meet. And I've known my chiropractor. I've been treated for him. I started with him a couple years ago.
Years? Yeah, years.
Yeah. So
now
it's like,
it.
I know him. I trust him. I know he understands
you have
what
that
I'm thinking.
Relationship that is like, the trust is there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'd rather, like, I don't really care that he's male. I'd rather him knowing my treatment plan like the back of his hand versus somebody just coming to do their job. Mm-hmm. So I was like, that's fine. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
I was thinking I had to take my whole pants off, but I didn't. They just exposed my butt cheek. But I'm like laying face down on a bed, and then my arms are like, there's like these little arm holders at the bottom that like hold your arms like this, right? And obviously through acupuncture, you're supposed to relax. Mm-hmm. And I'm usually really good at like, I've grown really good at getting myself into like a meditative state and being able to ground myself.
Okay.
Through therapeutic techniques and stuff and coping mechanisms that I've had to actively practice. But I can like just be one with now, you know? So I wasn't too nervous about it, but I was just a familiar anxious like before I get a tattoo.
Okay, yeah.
My tattoo artist is like, Natasha, you do this every single time, and every single time you're like, that's not as bad as I thought. But when I hand in the form, I'm like you can hear the paper rattling.
Yeah.
I just get nervous. So I think it's just me being like, oh my God, what if you like can't take any more pain? Like, what if you can't take the pain?
Okay.
I also have realized that I have a different, like, you know how I'm understanding the different people's perceptions of pain and the reactions to pain. And my friend and I, we were stretching. She has like limited mobility problems. We're working on it, but she's trying to dance. So like we do the similar stretches and stuff like that. And the one time we went into a stretch exactly at the same time. And in my head, I went, whoa, at the same time that she outwardly said, whoa.
Oh.
And then she stopped the stretch.
Did you keep going?
I said, whoa. And then I tried to adjust myself, and I'm talking like she was like, oh my God, no, like just like my foot freaked out for a second. And I don't know what that was. I literally thought, I was thinking to myself before we thought, I said, whoa, why can I not feel my left heel? There's numbness all the way down my leg into my left heel, and that's not my injured foot. So I stay in it, I feel it, I adjust it to see if the pain gets worse or the pain gets better. I get up, I crack my hip, I get back down, I'm fine.
Interesting.
But it was that same movement, and it was a similar, if not worse, feeling that I experienced. So I kept doing it. And her immediate reaction to pain is,
Yeah.
like her body will just naturally retract.
Yeah.
And I'm like, weird. And I think that was like training and like in dance, even especially in dance, like you train. My chiropractor and I had this conversation. That's why we tried to make my treatment plan so sport specific. Like dancing, when you're stretching, especially in conditioning for dance, you are defying your body's natural movements. So you're stretching your toe and your foot and ankle in ways that a normal person who plays any other sport would never think of stretching their foot like that. Like I've surpassed the point that I can stand on my toes and not get a foot cramp.
Wow, nice.
Like my feet are that
nice conditioned.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you don't like, that's not normal per se.
Yeah.
So I think it's just the training of it all. That stuff hurts.
Yeah, it's like when you go to the gym, you see people doing weird ass like exercises, but then really it's like their PT was just like, you have to do these for your sports.
Right, right. Or even when like we'll be doing like wall splits or like any type of split, and I'll literally, like I was explaining dance class to my friend, I'll walk up to her, she'll go, don't push. Like it already hurts. But that to a dance teacher is like, okay, we're pushing, I'm gonna push your legs a little bit further to keep your technique. So you're conditioned to push past this point of pain.
Yeah.
And she's never played a sport.
She's new to it, yeah. She's new to dance. She's new to sports.
And I'm like, oh my God. My brain is just conditioned to react to pain a different way.
Yeah.
And that's so weird to me. But I said, okay, I should be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is drastic and like TMI, but like that's why I ended up having bald spots. That shit hurts, man.
Yeah.
That shit hurts so fucking bad. Like, I can't even explain it.
Oh, I was looking through my Snapchat memories and I saw videos like very, very towards the end when you were bald.
Like, I can't even explain the pain of pulling out chunks of hair at the same time. The pain during and after. My body would tell me to do it again. It's weird, but I'm like, oh my God, there are adults that are like, pain.
Yeah.
Like, what? That's weird. But I thought I'm the same with tattoos. I'm the same with like whatever. Like tattoos are therapeutic to me.
Yeah, it's like a normal thing for you. Yeah.
So I thought, okay, I'm nervous, but I'm okay, right? So it was a very familiar nervousness, but I just couldn't figure out why I was nervous, because I was like going through my head and checking off everything, like I'm okay with pain, I'm okay with needles, I'm like everything's been fine, but like I was just like in fight or flight, and I didn't know why. Like there was no reason for me to overthink. I'm really good at like if I'm overthinking, I like check myself, but I couldn't check myself. And I was like, what is happening? And like I literally couldn't even control it, but I started shaking on the way there.
Really?
I was so nervous, and like my friend also goes to the same chiropractor now, and like, you know, this friend. And then we were sitting in the waiting room, and I literally was like shaking.
Yeah.
And then she looks at me and she goes, you're fine. Oh my God. I said, I know, that makes it worse. That's a problem. I said, I know I'm fine. Like, I was getting so frustrated with myself, and like I was just so nervous. So like he brings me back, and I'm like, I couldn't even like speak. I was like, haven't felt that way in a very long time. Like it was very, very weird, and I couldn't get myself out of it. And I'm like, what the hell? And I told him, I'm like, I'm really, really nervous for some reason. Like I'm like literally in fight or flight. Like started thinking, like I was in fight or flight last night.
Yeah.
Like, and I like can't. I said I'm like I'm really good at getting rid of it, but I can't
like do it. I can't shake it.
I can't
right now.
figure it out, like why this is scaring me so much. So he's like talking me down, and it did calm me down. It helped a lot. He like went through everything he was gonna do, and I think it was almost even. I just wasn't thinking about it for a second, so I was calm. breathing regulated, no longer shaking. So we get ready. He's like, we'll go one step at a time. And at any point, if you say stop, then we stop and we do manual treatment. Like, no big deal. I'm like, okay. So I get on, and I purposely didn't wear my contacts because I was debating it before too. I said, should I wear my contacts or no? Because then I can't like see. You know what I'm saying? But is that a bad thing that I can't see? Because I'm taking away a sense fully. Yeah. Because I'm really blind.
Yeah.
So I go with my glasses regardless. I take my glasses off. The fight or flight gets worse. I say, fuck. Because what I was also thinking is I can usually just focus through it. I always say I can draw my tattoo artist's wall like to a T because I just focus on something. And like I'm like, no other colors and like literally 5 things while I'm in distress, right? So now I can't focus on anything because I'm blind. Yeah. And I go, shit. I didn't even bring my contacts. Yeah. So now it's making it worse. And he's explaining it right. And I'm like trying to breathe through it. I'm trying to relax my body like I do with the tattoo. Again, I'm really good at like, even if I'm nervous, just knowing that it's going to hurt worse if I tense. So like brain over body, like I relax at least my physical body. And I'm really good at doing that, even like isolating the body from my mind. And my mind's still like, but like I can, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so I start trying to do that. And then it's going, and it kept building and building and building. And then he explains to me that he he throws the needle in with the little with the thing. Yeah. And then he has to push it in. He has to explain, since it is the glute, and the glute is the thickest part.
Yeah, he has to push a little more.
The needle one has to go all the way in, and it's the biggest needle. Yeah. That they use.
Scary.
Right. So not only is it going in, and he had to like this much was going in my glutes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But like to the point that like it couldn't go anymore. Like the whole thing had to go in. So like it was like it had to gradually go in. Like I was like, oh my God. So I got over the initial poke, and he was like, he had warned me before too. Like if it gets too close to a nerve, whatever, like you want it as close as possible, but like you'll react uncontrollably. And
I was gonna ask, did you twitch? Did your butt twitch?
I did a full abduction. Oh, really? I did a full abduction on that table. Oh my God. And at least like it made me laugh for a second. Yeah. But I was like, what the hell? And he was like, no. And my leg just went, oh my God, like off the table. Like it was so weird. But he was like I always like it'll happen. Like when everyone comes in and says they're not gonna move, and then it just happens. But I think I was so sensitive to it, and it made me overthink the fact that I didn't have any control. Yeah. And like my mind started to fight. My body was fighting, but my mind was flying.
Okay, yeah.
And then I was just like, I wasn't there anymore. I wasn't there. So he was holding my leg so it wouldn't twitch. Oh my God, yeah. And like even the first needle, like we had to gradually go in because like the feeling of it, even when it was super, super shallow, I like couldn't, I was like, ow.
Oh my gosh.
Like, can we stop for a second? And he was like, yep, like, we'll stop for a second. And he would like gradually push it in a little bit more, let me breathe, like whatever. And then he was trying to find a balance between letting me breathe and not letting me anticipate it. So he would we got to 3 needles. I got 3 needles in that day. And that 4th needle, I said no. Okay. It just was, no. It started and I said, no, take it out. He said, okay. So he took it out, and I sat with those 3 needles in me, and I could feel that I was so stressed out. Like my body would not exit the fight or flight. And the acupuncture is supposed to help with that. Yeah, yeah. And I thought about getting it just for my daily fight or flight. Like literally in the nerves that would calm my nervous system and regulate. Yeah. But it was in the injury. He's trying to talk me down in the sense of like, Natasha, it's your first injury. Like I know he's trying to help, but like, part of my injury, I think a lot of it had to do with my hiatus and me being pregnant and going through miscarriage during that hiatus. It's a physical body thing. Like it just, I had to tell him, right? And it wasn't like, oh my God.
Wait, did you tell him while you're in the middle of acupuncture?
No. Like when I was telling him about my injury, okay. Like prefacing my injury.
I thought that you were just like telling him during while the needles in your butt.
No. He knew because I was like pregnant, not even working out at the gym, like would barely even get up. Boom, injury on the pole. So like it was almost like I wasn't even starting from my regular base.
Yeah.
So he had known that, and he was trying to make me feel better, and he's like, and like, remember, like you just went through something super traumatic and super painful.
Okay,
like you were saying, because even when I started to talk about it, bless his heart, like he has the best intentions. But when I started to talk about it, even prefacing my injury, I kind of tried to like brush past it, and he's like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's okay, it happens. Like, it's continuing, and he goes, no, like, it happens, but like I'm still like, and then after like he asked a couple questions about it, and like he wasn't like weird about it, so I know he's trying to help, but I did not know. Thank you. Like I know. And then it kind of connected in my head. I said, and he said it to me after I had like calmed down and I was like sitting up. He was like, you made a really good point. This is the first actual uncontrollable pain that you felt since you miscarried.
That's kind of crazy.
And that's why I couldn't snap out of it. That's the only trauma also in my life that I haven't been able to snap out of. And I was like, oh my God. And I literally like, I got up and I was like nervous, and I was like, okay, like whatever. Like I was okay as soon as I sat up. My nervous system was like, and then I went out and I asked, my friend was kind of nervous too, but not as nervous as me. And that's also abnormal. I'm usually the one that's the grounding one. And she goes in and I said, I only got 3 needles in. I was joking about it already, right?
Yeah.
I was a little bit embarrassed, but like I was fine. And I said that I was like, I think a lot of it too, like I'm frustrated that I like couldn't get past it. And then I was fine for the rest of the day. I was a little bit sore, but I could feel the wonders that acupuncture works. That's the other thing that's so fucking frustrating. The next day, I knew immediately. I literally said to him, I was like even with like the manual treatment, and like I do manual treatment on my own at home. Like I literally do physiotherapy with myself at home on the daily as a preventative, even because I know how hard I train and I know that I have an adult body. So I'm very preventative. So I can't. I'm fine. And then I'm like stretching, right? Well, that night, okay, so that night I'm standing there and I'm like, I'm a little bit sore or whatever. I kind of want to sit down, hurts to sit down. I can feel where he poked, right? It's a little bit like itchy, the blood flow. I can like feel it. I can feel that it's working. All of a sudden, somebody turns on the faucets. I'm bawling and I'm bawling and I'm bawling and I'm in this fight or flight, but it's like now the opposite. My body wants to fly, but my mind wants to fight. So I'm standing there and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm crying. And there wasn't like a buildup. Typically, if I'm crying that hard, there was a buildup. I don't just immediately burst out bawling, right? But I immediately burst out bawling.
Oh my gosh.
And like even in a sense that my body was exhausted. Like I was like, oh my God. Like and it was like a weird cry that it felt like an emotional release. It was and I was like looking into it prior to acupuncture just so I could prep myself for every type of symptom I would have after. Like, because I knew how freaked out I was about it. And I think I do it as a preventative. I know that probably could have freaked me out more, but that freaked me out so much. But I was able to say, like, I know that it's normal for some people to have emotional reactions to acupuncture. I researched that beforehand, so I'm okay. So I was just like trying to calm myself down at that point. And it just like, I just literally had to ride the wave. Like there was no coping technique that was working. Like there was no emotion connected to it.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I know, it was weird. It was really weird. It was like close to, remember how you said I said I exited the salt cave?
Yeah, I was literally about to say it sounds like a salt cave experience.
Yes. I think we were talking about this, but one of my friends took me to a salt cave for my birthday last year, and we both are like spiritual, so we left and there was like silence, and we were both like just so zen. And then as soon as we were like starting to talk, we both agreed that we felt like a teenage boy who did shrooms for the first time.
Oh my God.
And we do shrooms. Like, it's not like we've never had that experience. So that's how I like kind of connected. I was like, oh my God, like I think this is like a nervous, like an emotional release type thing. because it wasn't attached to pain. It wasn't attached to an emotion at all. So I just kind of rode the wave. And it was weird too because like that first appointment when he was like trying to talk me down after like he put the 3 needles in, like it was getting to the point where like I don't know if he was like weird, like he was like, "Hey, what's going on?" or like he was laughing about it, but I could hear the tone of his voice change. But it literally was just the tube, like trying to stimulate blood flow like near the needle. Like it was he wasn't even holding a needle.
Oh.
And every time he came near me, I would like my body would
God.
just naturally flinch. And then the one time I flinched so hard that like the needles kind of tensed my leg and I went, whoa.
Weird.
And he was like, Natasha, I'm just touching your back to tell you where I am. My back.
That's kind of crazy.
I was like, I don't know what is going on right now, what in the trauma response is happening. But yeah, so I cried that night and then like, it sucks because I can see how it works. We were doing a stretch where like we stand in like bigger than a sumo squat and turn out your toes. And then you fold forward. And then you reach through your legs.
Okay, yeah.
So then like you ideally would be flat.
I can envision it.
Yes. And all your weight is forward. So technically the back of me could be against the wall. So we're doing that, right? And like, this was like, there was no conditioning between the appointment and this day. There was no extra stretching, whatever. I'm through my legs. Wow. And I noticed it immediately.
And
there was like
acupuncture?
Yes.
Wow.
There was like more open, like I don't know, like it literally like opened something in my hips that I didn't even know was closed. And it was like immediate. There was no even feeling of a stretch when I went through.
That's not really.
Yes. I was like, what the hell? So I didn't want to give up on it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, okay, wait, like that's actually crazy.
Yeah, it did speed up things.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was like, I was like, cool. Like I was good. Like I was a little bit sore, obviously. And he was like, that's good. Like you want to use it, whatever. I was a little bit sore that night, but then it was easing up every morning. I would wake up with less tenseness. So I kept doing that and it was fine. So I didn't want to give up on it. So the next time I go in, I prep myself even harder. I put my contacts in. I'm wearing sweatpants that have a low rise waistband. And I'm prepping myself that I know that I need to get rid of the sensory issues around where the needles are. So I need to lift my shirt up a little bit more. Ask him to put my waistband a little bit more down so it's further away from where the needles are poking. I wear fuzzy socks over my regular socks so it feels like I'm being held, right? Like it's like it's like comforting, like my feet are warm. I also am very sensitive, especially when I have exposed skin, to like shivering and like feeling cold.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I think it's cold in that room and my friend thinks it's hot in that room. And
Really?
he thinks it's hot in that room. But especially with my butt cheek exposed.
My mom told me it was because we have hollow bones. Like our bones are a little bit more brittle. And that's how we get cold.
Interesting.
Like our family.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But that happens to me in that room
Because
specifically.
I also get very cold very easily. Yeah.
And I was looking actually on Reddit if it like had anything to do with the tense, like how I was feeling so like whatever. And there were people that did like acupuncturists that were like, I'm like walking around all day. I have to have the fan on. Like you come in and you go. And like I see different clients. I'm always on my feet and I'm breaking a sweat. And some are like, I have a space heater optional in my room and my regular clients have it already set up in the position they want when I walk in.
Oh, okay.
So they're like, they have it there just in case you feel like you're too cold. So like it's a kind of play a factor. So I'm like, okay, like my feet always get the coldest. My feet are always ice cubes. Let me put on a pair of fuzzy, comfortable socks, my favorite ones, over my favorite regular socks. And then put on my sweatpants.
Okay.
And then put on a big loose hoodie with a big loose hood. So I do that.
Yeah.
And I take my bra off before I get out of the car.
Okay.
Okay? So I'm like,
you're set.
primed.
Yes.
Like prepped and primed, ready to go. And I literally tell him this. Like, I'm like, listen, today's gonna be different, okay? Told him everything I did. He's like kind of laughing. He's like, no, you're ready. Like, you're ready. And I was like, I did an ice dive that morning. Like,
oh wow, you really prepared. Okay,
yes,
yeah.
Like I was so I did yoga before I went. Like I was so like I tried to get myself in the perfect mindset and like get rid of any other option for my nervous system to freak out. And I felt a little bit more okay going in. Okay. Because I knew I had done all this prep. I was like, I am comfortable. I'm everything. Okay. Like, I can feel that I'm more comfortable than what I'm wearing now in this situation than what I was before.
And you know what to expect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I go in and I am fine, like whatever. He knew that I was nervous, so he didn't even say it. Like, we walked through the first door and he's like, should I get a bed sheet? And I said, yes. So he gets when we go back. He's like, remember, at any time you want to stop, we stop. I said, okay. And then I'm talking about all my things, whatever. I'm okay. And I get up on the bed and I'm okay. Like, we didn't have to do like a prep or anything like that, right? And he preps my back. He like exposes my butt cheek where he needs to expose it. And then I said, oh, so sorry. Like, can I just move my shirt up a little bit and my like, so get rid of the feeling of anything near it. And he's like, yeah, go for it. I just try to be cautious, especially with that area. I said, fair. So it was too close to the needles for me. You know damn well it was like sensory overload. So I pulled my pants down a little bit more, my shirt up a little bit more, and I'm like ready to go. I'm box breathing. I'm wearing my contacts. I'm focusing on the little thing under the bed. That's the problem too, is I'm face down, right? Yeah. So I'm focusing hard on anything that I can focus on. I'm box breathing. I'm 5-thingsing. I'm okay. The first needle goes in, and I'm getting a little bit nervous, but it's like giving tattoo. Okay. It's giving tattoo, so I'm like, okay, right? And then the first one goes in and he's doing the second one, and then I start to fight or flight. Oh. And I'm like, what is going on? And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, I just need a second, I think. He's like, okay, cool. Like, we'll take a second, right? Yeah. It wasn't seconding at all. Oh. It became like 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
It became a minute. You were minuting.
And I just I couldn't, again, bring myself down. I was already doing 5 things. Yeah. Like, what is going on? And it didn't hurt. That's... Like, he got the needle in. You know what I'm saying? And that, he literally said, like, after he put it in, he was like, okay, that's the best one we've had thus far. Like, out of the 4 that we've ever done, that one just went in. And I was, like, breathing through it, obviously, but I wasn't in fight or flight. He's putting the second needle in. Tell him I need a break because it hurt. And we're taking a second. And then I'm like, oh, my God, I'm going to cry. I'm going to start crying. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm going to start to cry. Yeah. And I had told him about my reaction the night before. Yeah. And he was like, no, like, you hear that a lot. Like, whatever. Like, people, it's just, like, even somehow physical pain, like, triggers an emotional response even in some people. And, like, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, reassuring me that nothing is wrong. Yeah. So, I'm like, oh, my God, it's happening. But it's happening on the bed. Oh. In the middle of my appointment. Yeah. And I literally said, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I'm at least like a warning, because I can feel it coming, but I can feel it coming in the sense that the faucets are just gonna turn on. Yeah,
there's no stopping it.
Yes. And there was no reason. There was no emotion attached. There was no physical pain attached. So I'm just trying to calm, but it just kept going, and I start.
Oh my God.
Yes, like panic attack, and he's just standing there.
Oh my gosh.
No, and I thank God I didn't have to look at him, because I can just imagine. Like, I felt so bad.
Oh my gosh.
And then he's like, you know what? Okay, we're gonna try for the second needle again. Because like I'm actively trying to calm myself down, and like, so he's like, okay, now breathe. We're gonna try it again, and if you can't, you can't. And he throws it in, and I'm like that was the worst pain I had ever felt out of any of the needles I had ever gotten. And he said, Natasha, it's not in. Oh. He said, it's just your nervous system telling you it hurts, because it's not even through the full skin. Yeah. And then it fell out. And then I realized, oh my God, it is my nervous system.
Oh my gosh.
Like, him saying that almost solidified it in my head that it is trauma.
Oh my gosh, you're realizing a lot this past year.
I know.
And experiencing a lot of new things.
I hate it. But I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't know what's going on right now, but it fell out of my butt. Yeah. Like, literally went boop. Oh. And he was like, okay, I have to get, but then it was like right after I said that he could try to keep going. He's like, okay, I have to try another one, because that one fell on the floor. So he tries to go and he does it again in the sense that it's just a prick and I'm like in so much pain.
Yeah.
And like my body's tensing up and he's like, okay, like we're done. We're done. We're
Yeah.
cool. We're done.
Yeah.
And then he's like, we leave the one needle in and he's so bless his heart. He's one is better than zero. You know, when you come in that when you said yes, get the bed sheet, that was step number 1. You laid down, you got through step number 2. I know. Like, thank God, right? Thank God. But he's like trying to talk me down and such, and I just like I'm okay, but I'm just crying and hyperventilating.
Yeah.
But I'm okay otherwise.
Yeah.
And then the one needle's in, and I'm like fine, but I'm still panicking, still in fight or flight. And then we're just talking, and then he goes to get the needle out, and I sit up, and there's a mirror on the wall. Mm-hmm. And the way I sit up, it's like behind the head of the bed, but I'm face down. So I sit up and I just see myself in the mirror.
Okay.
And the bed is so high that I can see my entire self in the mirror, right? So I get up and I'm like, oh my God. Lashes soaked. Like,
oh my gosh.
Like swollen. Face, I said I cried so hard I'm swollen.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's okay. Like, everybody cries. Like, it's fine. I said, has anybody cried during an acupuncture appointment though? He goes, no, you're my friend.
Oh. That's crazy.
He said during treatment, no. He said, you don't realize though how many people cry with me. Like I always say I have a tissue box not for me. Mm-hmm. But he's like when, for some reason in intakes.
Really?
Yeah. He's like a lot of like people like they've been living with chronic pain.
That makes sense.
Stuff like that. Like more emotional release, but not like trauma. He's like, oh my God, like I thought I'd be living with this forever. Like I didn't even know it could get better. And then they like cry kind of. Mm-hmm. Or they're talking about an injury, but never during treatment. Face down, butt cheek exposed, ballin', okay? Like I'm like, hello, wild tattoo exposed. And like, that was the worst half an hour of my life, genuinely.
Oh my gosh. It
One
was
of
only
them.
half an hour too.
I know.
Damn.
Oh my God. And I'm like... He takes out the one needle, I get up, and he's trying to talk me down, whatever, and I'm immediately fine. Like, the fight or flight, like, goes away, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, okay, and like, whatever, and I'm like, I start thinking about it, right? And then I say the next day after I've slept on it to my friend, I trauma block a lot. A lot. Could it be this is the first pain that I've not been in control of since my miscarriage? Yes, absolutely. I see that. And I've done a lot of introspective work in the sense of like reliving, literally like my own type of psychotherapy.
Yeah.
And I'll go back and I'll recall and then I'll reason and then I'll put it in my toolbox. You know? Because like that's how you uncycle the cycle, right?
Yeah.
So I'm typically good at that, but there's just things that I trauma block so much that it's impossible for me to remember on my own. Like the toys.
Yeah.
When Kai's talking about the toys and she's like, you don't remember? Because if she was conscious, I was conscious.
Yeah.
Like 5 years ahead, right?
Yeah.
Like, but I have still no clue. No idea what they're talking about, right? But my mom even knew.
Like the Winnie the Pooh toys?
Yes.
That one that we were talking about?
Yes.
The little ones?
Remember the ones you guys were talking about on New Year's?
Yeah.
And you said it was like giving Beanie Baby, but not really Beanie Baby?
Yeah, no, literally those, like, I think of those and I automatically think
But you said it wasn't the keychain?
Yeah.
No clue. All I know is the keychain.
Oh.
Like, what? But I was obsessed with them, question mark?
You were. Like, I think of them and I think of you.
And I don't even remember ever seeing one. Like, that scares me a little bit. But it kind of makes me aware that there are things that have happened that I might not remember.
Yeah.
My friend's cat dying. How's your cat? Natasha, he got hit by a car 2 years ago. You knew that.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. My friend showed me a picture the other day in her Snapchat memories. Mm-hmm. She goes, oh my God, trigger warning, but... And then she shows the picture. And there was people in the picture that... I don't talk to you right now.
Yeah.
I thought that was the trigger warning. Apparently it was, but I start laughing and then I said, wait, can I see that again? Who is that one? Mm-hmm. She goes, well, that's you.
Wait, what? Really?
I said, who is that? It was me in the
No
picture
way.
that I just looked at.
No way.
And didn't recognize them.
Wait, when? Like, when was this picture taken?
I don't remember. Probably Lady Cop era.
I think that makes sense.
So yes, see, it makes sense, but it just solidified everything, and I was like, that was the worst one. That was the worst one because I looked at the picture.
Yeah, that was
first.
you. Yeah.
Recognized everything else. Everybody else like registered, and then I needed to see it again because I was like, "Who's that?" It was me.
I was gonna say, I mean, like, if it happened during, like, your blackout era,
split?
then, like...
But then we were joking about it after, and I was like, it's so funny because Natasha remembers Patricia's memories, but Patricia has no capacity to remember Natasha's. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, there's sometimes, like, I was probably, like, living... Like, Natasha was probably so strapped down in the chair that, like, that was Patricia, and that's why Natasha didn't recognize her.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say, like, if it was during your blackout era, like, Patricia was... She was running amok. She was there. She was
like,
around.
Natasha was strapped to a chair.
Like, it makes sense that you don't remember that era, though.
But isn't that scary that it does?
It is scary, but it makes sense.
I think I need a brain scan. I really want one. You could probably see PTSD. I've never been diagnosed with PTSD, like my behaviors, but I think it's just because I've been in therapy for so long that I'm a robot with it. Mm-hmm. And I think that you could definitely see PTSD in my brain.
That'd actually be really interesting to see your brain
That's
scan.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I need to look into that. So with my trauma blocking, there are things that I don't remember so much that I'm never going to be able to just recollect it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have to have somebody show me a picture of something or have somebody play me a video of that time.
Yeah.
Like, but
that's insane.
I know.
Maybe I shouldn't say insane, but that is crazy.
No, it is literally psychotic. Like, when I say I border psychosis on the daily, I'm not kidding. But I'm exhausted. But I was thinking about how it could be linked to that, yes, but could also very well be linked to me not being able to see him.
Oh.
Because I freaked out with my glasses. I freaked out more with my contacts.
That's true.
Even though usually with a tattoo gun, I freak out less with my contacts because I can focus, you know? Even blood work. I can focus better with my contacts. I just, like, look at a chart. I read a chart.
Yeah.
There's charts all over his room, but I'm, like, looking at the floor. I was focusing on things and smells and sounds, and then my brain just took over my body.
Yeah.
And I couldn't control it anymore. And I'm, like, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, oh, my God. Like, please, for the love of God, tell me it's, like, actually connected to, like, the pain of, like, first pain since a miscarriage, but that also is weird because I like pain. Mm-hmm. I chase pain. Physical pain. It's, like, therapeutic. It always has been.
Yeah. Hence the tattoos.
Yeah, wait. Also, like, even in, like, sometimes when I'm stressed out, you can know that I'm stressed out. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I'll pinch my fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Really hard that they'll turn red and there'll be marks. But it hurts. I do it so hard that it hurts. Mm-hmm. And that's the only really thing that can get my brain to be like, wait a second, I need to think about something else, is physical pain. So the fact that I couldn't snap out of it, I'm like, wait, this is what is going on. Even that spot in, like, my injury, if it's hurting really bad, I'll sit on, like, a literal exercise ball so hard on it and it feels good.
Interesting.
I can register that it's pain, but I can register also that it'll eventually make it feel better and this pain is relieving right now. So I thought the same thing with the acupuncture, no? But no. And then I'm like, well, shit, eh? So then I decide to, like, kind of test it. And I came up with this plan, which he agreed with. I said, listen, I have a proposition that we're not even going to talk about acupuncture every other appointment. I really don't want to give up on it. I still don't want to. I haven't done it in a couple weeks, but I really don't want to give up on it because my body and my brain register the benefits of it for specifically my sport, even everyday life, but also to be more flexible and mobile for my sport. And I'm like, maybe every other week for right now, because it's starting to take over a part of my brain that the night before I'm like, oh my God, I have a chiropractor appointment tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I have to get in the car and drive to that building tomorrow. I'm becoming afraid of the building and I'm losing trust in him.
Oh, that's not good.
So I'm like, I don't want to give up on it, but I do want to like be patient with my brain in a sense that I can't be scared coming to the building.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if I want proper treatment otherwise.
It's like dogs in the vet.
Yeah. Literally. So I mentioned that, and he says he's down. He says that if it were up to him, after my first reaction, he never would have mentioned it again, but he still wanted me to have control over my treatment.
Okay.
He knows that I know my limits, and if I'm saying that I'm going to do it, he trusts that I'm going to say that I'm to stop when I cannot anymore. So he agrees to that, and he's like, you know what? I'm not even going to mention it unless you say it first.
Okay.
So that's the plan. Haven't said it in a couple weeks. Like the next time I go in, or it was that day that I was like telling him, it was before he stopped by the laundry room to get a bed sheet. And he just looked at me, pointed at the door, and I said, no. And we just kept walking. He said, okay. And then we went to the room and I said that, and he's like, okay, like that works, whatever. We'll do manual treatment today and exercises. So we're doing exercises that I'm used to doing. So it's nothing new. And every time, like, he gets me to do some sort of conditioning thing for my injuries, very similar to the technique I already have to have for dance. So I can do them well, even injured.
Yeah.
And he's like a build-up type of person. So like even like my adductors are weaker, but he was trying to explain that they're weakest at their starting point and their most extended point. And I have this huge bruise right here. It was black all around here. This is 6'4" man, okay, gym bro. And he did it with my legs tight. He said, open your legs as much as you can. Unfortunately for him, that is a full extension. So he was pushing on it there, and then we went in the middle. And it was like an arm wrestle, but the 6'4" man with my legs.
Oh.
Like it was an arm wrestle, and he was above me, and he was like, okay, see, I just used all my strength. So much so that he fucking bruised me.
Oh my gosh.
So like, it's not even like I'm doing something new. It's not like I don't know what I'm doing. So I get into my clamshell stance, right? And I'm facing the wall. He goes behind me to press on my muscles while I'm extending and do stretching. And I start to panic.
So it is that you can't see him.
I didn't panic as hard, but it felt familiar to like the night before. I was like, why am I nervous? And then I like left it because I'm like, maybe I'm just psyching myself out. Comes around the front. I'm on my back. We do exercises. Like I'm looking at him. I'm talking to him. I literally said the thought, and I mentioned it out loud too because it was so outrageous, that I was so relaxed I could probably get acupuncture in my quad. Like I was in such a relaxed state at that moment that I was like stick needles in me. But as soon as I turn, look, it's the position. It's not acupuncture.
Yeah.
And it's not him.
Oh my gosh.
And whenever he would walk forward, like in my line of view, I was like, okay. But I would just like, I could feel, I was telling it to my friend too, when I was telling her that I think it might be like really trauma based in a sense that I don't even remember what's causing this trauma.
Yeah.
I was starting to cry. Like, you know that choking up feeling?
Yeah.
I was like, see, it's happening right now. I was like, I can literally feel my throat chakra closing as I'm thinking about it. And I've been super into balancing my chakras lately. Speaking of that.
Yeah, you've mentioned it a couple times before filming.
So I'm on my thing, and and he tests it out because he's also very like dissective like that. So he goes, okay, get back into your clamshell. Get back into my clamshell. He's in front of me. He walks behind me. And he's like kind of doing half circles, and he's like, it's like literally as soon as you're like in my peripheral, I'm like, I don't trust you anymore.
Okay.
Like, weird, but I like don't trust you. And he's like, okay, like weird, like not weird, but he's like, we can kind of work with that. He's like, if you do want to try acupuncture again, you don't really have to be laying on your stomach.
Yeah.
You can be laying like this on your side. I'll put a pillow in between your knees, and I can go over you from this side. A little bit more awkward. I'd probably have to be a little bit more exposed, but it would probably get rid of that mental thing. I haven't tried it yet, but like it made sense that I was a little bit more open to the idea. And I literally felt like after he suggested that, the idea of acupuncture, like I felt like, okay,
Okay.
very weird. And then I told him, I said, I think it's just that you're behind me. Like, unfortunately, like, long story short, I just don't trust you when you're behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's trauma-based, period.
Yeah.
It's not you. It's not acupuncture, but I just don't think I can have you behind me.
Mm-hmm.
Having control over my body when I can't see.
Yeah.
And then I said, I think I need to go to psychotherapy.
Yeah.
Like, what in the hell
That's
is
like-
going on?
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine with him. Otherwise, I'm so, like...
That's actually crazy that
known
you
him
like,
for
can't remember,
years.
though.
And I'm, like, thinking, and I'm like, hey, this is a little bit TMI, but, like, connecting it to the trauma block that I've always kind of had inklings of
Mm-hmm.
because of the way that I am. And Canada, throwing it back to a couple episodes ago, the Canon events, all we both remember is Nashi, you first.
Mm-hmm.
I know damn well I was hit with that broom because I know he wouldn't have brought in that broom if he wasn't gonna hit me with
Yeah.
it. But then I remember the next day. Like it's just black. I can't even assume because it just goes
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
Like it's not even like when I say blackout, I mean blackout.
Yeah.
Like I was like, my brain was in a state that it was passed out.
Yeah. Was not there.
Right.
Yeah.
My body was there, but my brain was not. So it's almost like it didn't happen. But I am sure that the last thing that I remember happening in my brain is who's first? Nasha, you first?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So I'm not having a birthday this year. Thank God I didn't make a vision board. Still not over the miscarriage. Hate a baby daddy. What the fuck?
Yeah. That's a lot.
In December, I said 2025
Aw.
is my year. The universe said, no, it's not. You forgot about this part.
Oh my god.
Like, what? No. Anyway, I'm sure I'll be fine, but we'll update post psychotherapy whenever I go. There's places around here, like, that do psychotherapy, so I'm kind of
Really?
like, it's covered by my
Oh, is it?
benefits, yeah.
Okay, might as well if it's covered.
So I'm going to try it. But that's all that we have for today. Thank you for watching and or listening.
Make sure you're following us on all of our socials at HWTH.
If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, make sure you rate us 5 stars. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.